Yeah, good evening, everyone. Can you turn on your videos?
Good evening.
Yeah, Bharat, Surisha, and Sana. Yeah. So, did you guys submit the assignment? Last week's assignment? Some of you
Yeah,
sent, but it is not correct. Like you don't know the basic. Like it's a very basic thing, but you don't know. Like you can't figure it out. I just felt like you just copied it from somewhere. Don't do that. Like if you do it, then you cannot understand. Uh, you can never learn. You can easily forget that. So don't copy it from anywhere. Just do it. Just try and just let me know. Then I'll tell you what to do. Don't copy it from anywhere. Okay? Yeah. So and we'll start our class now. And the whole class, I want you all to like turn on your video. Don't turn it off. I don't know whether you're listening to the class or not. And again, I won't tell you to turn it on. You should turn it on. Okay? Yeah. Everyone, you turn on your videos. Then, before starting, like Leo has something to inform you all about the chats for the workshop. Okay? Yeah. Over to you, Leo.
Yeah. Hello everyone. Am I audible? Am I audible? Yeah.
yeah.
So as you know, we have a workshop coming up. When is the workshop? Can anyone say it to me? When is the
August.
workshop?
August 9th.
August when?
Nine.
Okay. So where is it being held in?
Arkal good.
This
Arkalgud.
judgment.
Yeah. So for the Arkalgud workshop, uh, we have planned some stuff to do. So do you guys remember we learned Flourish.ai from whom? From whom did we learn Flourish.ai?
Your Women's University.
Yeah. So we learned some charts from Flourish.ai. Flourish. So we are going to present some of our Flourish charts to we're going to present it in the workshop. So we'll use some real data sets. So we'll try to take as much as of data we can, and we'll try to make a chart, and we'll have to present it there. So if you guys need help, it will be is it an individual project, Tanishka, or is it a group?
Like we can have few projects from our group. Like it can be done like individually, or if you want to like team up, you can. But from the group, like we'll present few chats.
Okay. So I guess group assignments are what you like, but it's your wish. So I request you guys to make some chart. You can have any kind of chart, but we'll be using real data sets. So what you mean by real data sets is we'll already have an Excel sheet which has real inputs. So for example, in our group, we'll put everyone's names, everyone's birthday, everyone's um, age, or any real data, and we'll make a flowchart out of it. So if you guys need help with the flowchart, I'll be there to help you guys. And do you guys want to do it individually or in a group? Bharat, do you want to do individually or in a group?
They can do it individually, like with your help. Like you can help them to do it individually.
Okay, so everyone needs to do one project individually. Okay, so everyone will everyone will have to do one project individually. And if you guys need help with the Polish charts, I'll of course help you guys. Just text me over. And the last day for submission of these charts will be 31st July. So if you guys need any kind of help with the charts, you can ask me. And if you have doubts with the data sets and how to make a flourish chart, you can also contact me. So I think that's it about the flourish charts. Do you guys have any doubts?
No.
Okay. So should I start with the topics, Tanishka? Okay. So I'll not only be seeing this announcement, I'll also be teaching you guys for today. It's been a long time since I taught, so I hope I can still have that teaching experience. Okay. So we have very simple concepts for today. We have just three simple concepts. It is, I think Tanishka has already taught you guys this, but it was just in a glance. So we'll be learning three concepts for today. Okay. So it's nested functions, functions as an argument, and lambda functions. So, Ashish, what is function? What is a function in general?
Function, like it's a block of code. When we call it, it works. Unless we call it, it won't work.
Okay. Yeah, that is a right explanation, but why do you use it, Dhanlakshmi? Why do you use a function?
Hmm.
Okay, it's been a long time
So
since we have used function. Okay, you have something to say? Okay, no, I guess. So it's been a long time since we use a function. So as Ashish said, it is a block of code, but we use it for a specific task, and we use function to minimize, to make it simple for us to call that block of code. So if you have example 10 lines of code and you want to execute 10 lines of code again and again in multiple parts of your code, so instead of writing the entire chunk of code again and again and again, we'll just define it as a function, and we'll use this function and we call it so that it will be easier for us to use the function. So, okay. But did you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. So, can you give me an example where you use a function?
Like if we want to you get the output in multiple times, it is useful to use function.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So, now we know what a function is. Do you guys need me to write a code on a function, or do you guys need me to skip and go to the concepts? Okay, I'll have to ask individually. Um, Let me ask Trisha.
yeah.
Do you need me to make a function, or is it already understood? Do you want me to make a function code?
No, it is understood.
Okay. So Tanishka did say you guys to on your videos. I'm not forcing you guys, but yeah, Tanishka did say it. So please on your videos. Okay. So well, if you see the chart, if you see the slide, if you see the current slide, you can basically understand what nested function is. So, do you guys know about nested loops and nested if-else statements? Okay, we'll go with Lavit. Do you know what is nested loops and nested if-else?
Uh, Not so well, but I remember it a while ago. Like it will be nested under some functions, like parentheses and stuff. I think that is that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's been a long time. Has it been a long time since we have taught nested loops? Tanishka, did we teach them a very long time ago? Or is it uh, okay? So we have started advanced topics, so we haven't gone through the basics a lot. So we have okay, I'll make yeah. So I'll explain if nested ifs and nested loops so you can understand nested functions easier. So I'll need Ashish to help me. Okay. So Ashish, what is nested if? Okay, my handwriting is bad. Uh, okay, what is nested if, Ashish?
What is?
Nested if else statements. Nested conditionals.
So it's a if else statement when we repeat it. No, when we rewrite another when we use when we use two conditions, two or more
Okay,
than one conditions. We can
okay,
only do it when the first condition is correct. We go into second condition.
okay. So yeah, I mean it is correct in a sense, but in simple words, it is what do you call it? A conditional and if else statement inside an if else statement. So as Ashish said, it's a if the first conditional works, then the rest of the conditional statements works. So it is as simple as that. So for example, we have two numbers. Okay, so we'll make this as odd and this as even. Is my terrible drawing visible? Yeah. So we have odd numbers and even numbers. So we make an if statement. If this thing is odd, then we check if it is a multiple of 3. I mean, okay, so if it is a multiple of 3 or multiple of 7, okay, so the code I'm writing is having I mean, the logic is a bit bad because I didn't get any other example because odd into even is what is odd into even first? Yuan. What does happen when you multiply an odd number with an even number?
Uh, Once again, I can't hear.
Okay, okay, odd number into even number.
Uh, Odd and even.
Okay, take random odd number and take a random even number and multiply them. What do you get?
Uh, uh, I took 7 and 8,
Okay, and what did you
and
get that?
the answer
Can you repeat? I didn't get you.
the odd number I took was 7,
Hmm. Yes.
and the even was 8.
Yeah.
When I multiply, the answer was 56.
Yeah. 56. So 56 is an odd number or an even number?
It's a even number.
Yeah. So the logic I use right now is wrong. So I can't use. I mean, if anything multiplied by an even number is an even number. So this is some basic maths for you guys to remember. Okay, so instead of that, okay, thank you, Johan, first of all. Yeah, so we'll have vegetables and fruits. So if the vegetable, I mean, if it is a vegetable, then we'll make another conditional if it is green or if it is another color. Okay, so yeah, again, sorry for my terrible drawing. Okay, Bharat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, by code is, I mean, you can't understand the code probably, but what do you think is the nested conditional? I mean, nested conditionals. Looking at this drawing.
I can't understand.
Okay. Yeah. So the drawing was very, I mean, the drawing was terrible. Okay. So we
As
ask,
nested if else.
yeah, nested if else, nested if else.
Nested if else in the sense if statement is checked under the another if statement, it is not.
Yeah. Okay. So can you try to explain it in this particular code? I mean, it's not code, but yeah. Okay, never mind. I guess I'm taking too long. Yeah. So if it is a vegetable, first we'll check if it is a vegetable. So that is the first condition. So if it is a vegetable, then we check if it is green or if it is other. So first we have a condition which is if it is a vegetable or if it is a fruit. So if it is a vegetable, then check if it is green or if it is another color. So what nested condition does is that it checks if the first if statement is correct, then it has another conditional inside the inside this if, so that you can make a new code. Okay, so this is just some basics I use for explaining nested loops. I mean nested what is it? Yeah, nested uh, conditionals. Yeah, I might forget stuff. Yeah, nested conditionals. So then we have nested loops that is also similar to nested conditionals. It is just a loop inside a loop in simple terms. So nested loops is loop inside a loop. Okay. So now we have nested functions. So nested functions is similar to all of the previous ones. So it is a function inside another function. And the inner function, okay. So as you guys know, do you guys know what is local variable and global variable? Has this been explained? Angelina, has this been explained? Local and global variable. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Ashish knows. Okay. So what is a local and a global variable?
So local variables are variables inside a definition.
Inside a definition.
Sorry, inside a function.
Yeah. 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 So I guess you are confused with that define function thing. Okay. So yeah, you are exactly right. Good job. Sorry, you do remember. Okay. So so an inner function, you can say it as a local variable. This inner function only works inside the bigger function. So you have two of them. I mean, you have a big square and inside that you have a small square. So it's basically that the bigger square is the outer function and the smaller square is the inner function. So nested functions are useful when you have to, I mean, you have a block of code, but in the block of code, you need to have a small other set of block of code. So this is nested functions are usually used in very big complex programs. So you guys need to know this so that if you have a complex program, you can use nested functions and save a lot of time. It actually is very useful, and when you go further, you'll use it a lot. So this is a very useful topic, and I'll do the code part at the end since I'll explain the theory at the start. Okay. Next is okay. Why do we use nested functions? It also makes the code organized and yeah, useful when you want to hide helper functions. So if you also want to hide functions, you can use nested functions. I don't know why you would hide a function, probably to make it more cleaner, but yeah. Okay, so functions as an argument. Am I audible? I think my screen is freezing. If I am freezing, just say it.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Leo, can you give an example where we might use nested functions?
Okay. So you guys want an example for nested functions? Okay. Uh, should I write the code? I'll give the code itself now. Yeah. Give me a minute. Let me switch to collab. Yeah. I open collab. Okay. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, now it's visible.
Yes, brother.
Yeah. Just a second. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Uh, yeah. So an easy example. Okay, we'll make it a simple calculator. Okay, so Dhanalakshmi, how do you start? I mean, how do you define a function?
DEF.
Okay, def. If since we are taking a calculator, let's say as calculator. Is the spelling correct? You won. Is the spelling correct? Calculator spelling is correct.
No, brother.
Okay.
CALCU.
Uh, what? I didn't get you.
CALCULATTOR.
Yeah. Okay. Now correct.
Yes, brother.
Yeah. So I think I did something wrong here. Ashish, you did something wrong. Uh, I'm.
Yes,
What did I do wrong?
you forgot the colon.
Yes. So you guys need to always remember your colon, and yeah. So we already defined a function. I mean, function called calculator. Now we'll define two functions under this calculator. So we'll do one as add. Let's give two variables called a and b, and then what do I have to put here? Um, Let me ask. Payal, what do I have to put here? And then this is the second function. So here I have to put something. Okay, Payal is AFK. Bharat, what do I have to
Yes.
put here? Yeah, after the function, I mean, for me to run the function, what do I have to put at the edge of this line?
Colon.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, thank you. And then we do return A plus B. So this is a simple code we are going to do, and it does not give a lot of prominence, but yeah, a comma b. So I'm putting two functions instead of functions. So we can also do as many of, I mean, we can do countless amount of functions inside a function. So nested function does not have a particular limit. You can put as many functions as you want until your computer will stop working. So be careful about that. Yeah. Then we do return a minus b. Then we come out of the main functions. Then we do print, since we need to get some output. So let's do print add, comma add 5 comma 3. Let's do the same thing but for subtract. Yes, yeah. Okay. So now if I just write one more line of code, the entire thing will get executed. So I'm asking the same people again and again. So I need a new volunteer. Dhanlakshmi, what is that one line I need to use to run this code?
Hmm, maybe I think
Okay. So it is calculator, that is a function. So we'll be calling the function. Okay. So just for you guys to remember, so when we start a function, we start it with def, that is define. Then we give a name for the function. Then we have open brackets, and the stuff inside these open brackets are called arguments. And then we put a colon, and under the colon, you remember the indentation. This is under this. You see the tabs, you can see the small dots there. That means that it is inside the def calculator function. So yeah, what will happen if we run this code, Sana?
yeah. When we will run this code, we will get the answer of that subtract and add.
Okay, so we'll run the code. Yeah, add 8, subtract 2. So what we did here, I mean, this is just a simple example, but here instead of example, we need to run this same code twice or thrice. We can also use loops, but here we can also, I didn't put an input. If we put an input and then we just call calculator, then this code will be a whole lot simpler. We just run the code once, and then we can use the function to call it again and again. So, Yuan, can you explain the code? What is this code? Just explain what the functions are.
First one, def calculator is we want to calculate.
Yeah, is that the outer
And,
function or the inner function? Def calculator.
think so. It outer.
Is this the outer function or the inner function?
Outer.
Yeah, outer, correct. Good job. Yeah. Next.
Next, we want to add A plus B.
Yeah. There is a second function, and the last function.
Which one? Return.
Yeah, subtract. Okay. Thank you, Yuvan. You understood it. Okay.
Yes,
So yeah, good job. Yeah. So we have three functions. That is def calculator. That is outer function. Then the inner function. Then the second inner function. Then we just call the outer function. So what will happen if we try to call add the function add? What do you think, Ashish? Ashish is here. Okay. Bharat.
Yes.
Yeah. So why didn't we get a I mean, why didn't the result execute here? Why did it show an error?
I think we need to give again the
Okay.
uh,
So yeah. So this is, see, the calculator is the function which can be called. This is you can say this as a global I mean, this is, as I told you before, global and local variables. So this, the entire stuff which is happening inside this is a local, it is local. So it will only be there inside this function. It won't be there outside this function. So you guys need to remember that. So if you try to call something which is inside this function, it won't return. So instead of that, we'll have to call the outer function. So I think this topic is cleared. Uh, if you guys have doubts, you can ask me. Um, yeah. Anyone has a doubt? You guys can. Okay, Ashish.
So can we ask like a particular block of function inside a function? Just I have three functions inside a function. I only want the
Okay.
middle function. Can we call it?
Yeah, of course. So we can do that. Well, you guys know return statements, right? Uh, okay. So we'll have. Okay. This is the last thing I want to say. Okay. So here we are doing print add. We are calling this function here. So instead, if you want to just call a single function, you can just delete this line. So we don't need this, and you can just use print subtract. So here we'll only one line of code will execute. Is this understood? It's your wish. So you can just, if you want to call this function, you can call it. If you don't want to, you can just leave it. This is clear, Ashish? Ashish, is this clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll have the meeting link is gonna expire soon. So we'll have to switch to the next meeting link. Tanishka has already sent it in the group. So please join in that. Thank you.